One person was killed and 4 others were hurt in an early morning fire in Portland. A home on Olympia Street in Portland was destroyed after a fire broke out early this morning, killing at least 1 resident inside. Officials say they believe the building was a boarding house where people rented individual rooms. The 4 people who were hurt lived in the building and were taken to a nearby hospital. 2 firefighters were also injured, but they were not taken to the hospital. The state fire marshal's office is now investigating.